Okay, I'm going to stop here. Plug this back up for now. Drain this pan so I have it ready for when I take off the next hose in case it starts leaking. Okay. I'm going to take off the mounts for the entire pump assembly. There's two. May need a ratchet, but it's got Phillips head. Just use that. If you can't get it off with the Phillips head, use a ratchet. Okay, the second one's off. This can move around now, but as you see, I still have some lines connected. I'm going to put my drain pan in here just in case I have some more water leaking from these. Okay, nothing out of that line. Nothing there. This last one may be the line you may get the water from. Off. Nothing. Alright. Use our little tray. And what we got here is our motor and the pump mechanism. There's going to be a cover. There's going to be a valve on there that won't allow a backflow. The issue with this was that the impeller was actually not spinning down in there. Okay? It would make a noise, but it wouldn't spin. We got some screws on the motor here. We got two mounting screws. Take them off first. This could leak some water, so you may want to make sure this is drained out, or just do it over some kind of a little drain pan like I'm doing. Okay. Keep these together because those are longer, those two, than the three, which will be going in the motor. Top right, bottom, top left. These three are smaller, so you don't want to mix these three up with those two for the mount. Last one. Okay, and it should just separate like that. Yours may not be this clean, but make sure you clean out this piece here. You want to make it real nice and clean. Make sure all the lines are completely free from gunk. Okay? As you'll notice too, this pump has a washer ring right around here. Make sure the new one has that, otherwise you're going to have a huge leak when you put this thing back together and it starts running water through there. Okay, so now we're going to do a comparison between the old motor and the new motor. Again, the new motor is DC3100054A. Yours might be different, so make sure it's the right one for your washer. Colors look good. Everything here looks pretty good. Okay. Alright, now on this pump assembly, this piece right here is the bottom piece. This will go into our rubber bracket so it doesn't vibrate. So with our motor, this is the top of the motor. Plastic clips go slide right in each side. Make sure you have it straight. Okay, everything should be lining up. Should just pop right on there. Okay, don't overdo it. You don't want to strip these out. Okay? Make them nice and snug. Just do a slight turn after it's snug. Okay? 2 for the metal mounting bracket. Same thing, don't over tighten these. They still go through the pump frame. Flap is working properly. Everything looks good. Alright, this is ready to reinstall. And also feed your plastic line through the front here. Okay? Push it back on there, see? Make sure the opening is facing the back, that way you can just slide it up on the metal. There's a clip right here, push the hose all the way on. I think we're ready to mount it. And just look right through the side here and look right in there. Very simple. Let's put the metal or the clip back in. Got the cover to put on. Clip pop right in there. Metal cover will actually slide into place. Okay. Last line, make sure you put it on. Same thing as before. There's a clip out. You'll see a place where the rubber goes between the plastic. Push the rubber all the way on. And we'll close that off because we're starting to get a little water leaking down there. So I'm going to remount the motor. It's in there. Put them down. Alright, it's in there. You can see it moves around a little bit. Not hurting anything. Let's just open this up. Any water drain that's in there. Okay. Alright. Make sure this is completely cleaned out because things get clogged up in here. Down in here and through here. If you have compressed air, blow it out with compressed air. Okay? Make sure that's nice and clean. Let's put it all the way back on. It goes on until it clicks in this place. Okay? Everything else looks good. Put our wire tie back on. Here. Now we're ready for final assembly of the front cover and the panel. Coming back to the front panel, this just lays in these metal clips. Okay? You'll see them from up above if you're looking from up above when you set it in. Put it on a real good angle. I'm just gonna put a screw in here to hold the latch for right now. Just put in a little bit. Let's just make sure this is all lined up before we put the front on, so we can make sure this wire tie is still holding on to the wire. Alright, get this wire tie on here. The door clip. push that in. Make sure that's shoved in. Everything's lined up top. Make sure everything looks good with the rubber gasket. I'm not pinching it. Okay. Let's get these top ones in first before we do the bottom. Alright. Get the 4 up top. Got 2 started up there. So now I'm going to actually put the 2 bottom ones in, tighten it all the way up. Just tighten these up all the way. Alright, that's all snugged up. Since we're down here, I'm going to stick this cover back in and replace this. 2 screws. Okay, just pops in there. Again, make sure the drain is closed all the way. Make sure this is on all the way. Clip it back in. Put the cover on. We're done with that part. Alright. Be sure to tighten up the screws here for the door latch. Got 2 of them. And for the door switch. Okay, put the front panel back down. Should fall into there. Just double check it, make sure everything's lined up in the front before you tighten that down. And we got 4 up here to put in. You don't want to drop something down in here. Be really careful, because you'll never get it back if it falls down in there. Plus, you don't want things, little screws around the drum back there, so just be careful not to drop them in. Also test out the door, make sure the latch works okay. I'm going to take this off the 2x4 and put the top on, and all we'll have left is the gasket for the door. Okay, 2x4 is removed. Got the top and 2 screws for the top. That's it. Again, don't drop these down the back. Hold on to them. Just snug. Don't go crazy on them. Be sure to plug the washer back in. Last piece is this rubber spring that goes around the rubber door piece. This is one of the trickiest pieces just because it can be a pain. You might need to get